But let me say this though. Wifey resumes, age limit 35, 49. Wifey resumes 35, 49. Okay. If you feel that you got what it takes and you're a year or two older or a year or two under, I might consider it, but 35 to 49. The other thing too, and all the resumes I got so far have been powerful, strong sisters, beautiful sisters, a lot to offer, but I got one concern. All the wifey resumes I've gotten, strong sisters, beautiful sisters, good resumes, they bring a lot to the table. I haven't seen one yet that I could sneeze at. My only concern is at least half of the wife resumes I've received, the sisters don't have natural hair. Ladies, you must have natural hair. I cannot parade an unnatural sister in front of the FDMG Pan-Africanist students. I cannot do that. That is a contradiction. I cannot put a woman with a weave, a perm, or blonde hair extensions in front of our black boys at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. So although you sisters bring a lot to the table, you basically eliminate yourself. I can't even consider you. I can't even interview you if you're not natural. So I'm assuming y'all letting me know that y'all will go natural. Okay, so what I plan on doing is on my birthday, August the 21st, Nat Turner Land. Hopefully all y'all coming to Nat Turner Land on August the 21st. After my birthday that week, I'm going to start going through the resumes. So that's about 8 weeks left. I'm going through them now, but that's when I'll probably narrow it down. And then I'm going to do a couple of video interviews like this, not live, private. Everything's private. Nobody knows who these women is. Nobody knows how I met them. When I get married, nobody will know that I even met them, okay, through this process. Everything's confidential, and I want the sisters to know that. But I will do a video interview, okay? I'll probably narrow it down to maybe 8 candidates who I think really represent what Dr. Umar needs, not what he wants, but what he needs. Y'all know what I want. 5'5", thick in the thighs, and nappy. That's what I want, but it ain't about what I want. It's about what I need, and that is to help me build, be the feminine energy to balance out my masculinity. So I'm this fast. This is why I did the 21-day fast. This is why I'm doing a 4-day fast, because I have to change my life. I have to change certain things. I have to renegotiate my relationship with feminine energy. Okay, I have to renegotiate my relationship with feminine energy. A lot of us as black men need to renegotiate our relationships with feminine energy, and we need to start looking upon the vagina of our sisters as a shrine. The black woman's vagina is a shrine. The black woman's vagina is a shrine. And what I mean by that, it is a sacred energy portal through which life incarnates and ancestors return to this world. And as black men, we need to respect that shrine. And so I have pledged myself to respecting that shrine. I always have, but I pledge my life to doing it even more now, because we're getting closer to FDMG. I can smell it. I can smell FDMG. We're getting closer. And so I want to make sure I'm not earning any bad energy from the Iya Me, from the Egg Bay, from the Agun Gun, from the Orisha, from my ancestors, from the Most High God. I don't want to earn any negative consequences for not respecting that shrine that exists between the thighs of our beautiful African women. So I'm turning over a new leaf. As of yesterday, we finished the first fast. Saturday, we finished the second fast. I'm coming over. I'm coming at feminine energy totally different for the rest of my life. A whole new game plan. So I'm gonna narrow it down to possibly 8 queens, and then I'm gonna do a video interview, and then maybe 12, maybe narrow it down to 12 queens, video interview to 12, reduce that to 6, go on 6 dates, and maybe I'll choose 2 of the 6, hopefully 1 of the 6. or none of the 6. We got to see. I'm not rushing. I am very patient. This is not a priority. It's important, but it's not a priority. The priority is the school, okay? The priority is the school. You understand? All right? So I think I'm going to do a few more tap-ins. I know it's too much. For my beautiful African queens out there, most of you, not most of you, a lot of you, especially the younger ones, are taken aback by the fact that Dr. Umar is requesting and requiring resumes. And that's because you don't understand how important your womb is. You don't understand how serious Black family life is supposed to be. You're used to guys just rolling up on you, dropping some game, and you drop those panties. So to you, that's respectful, and this is disrespectful because you're not operating in your higher African consciousness. This is totally respectful. This is business. My selection of my mate is business. Okay, I know y'all into the random dating thing, random date, random hookup, random smash, random cookie. I'm done with that. I done been there, done that. That's over. I'm about business now. The business of finding a wife. And in the business of finding a queen, I want resumes. I'm screening folks because I believe that my life, okay, and my mission is so important that it requires me to do that. It requires me to do that. That's all. And I think mature women will understand it. Mature Black women will understand it. Some sisters will say, well, wait a minute, you haven't been in my presence and you ain't really got to meet me yet. Forget all that. If you don't match up to the prerequisites, I don't need to meet you. If you're not coming to the table with what I need to build, I don't need to meet you. I had one sister submit a resume. It wasn't bad, but she really didn't talk about what she brought to the table. Like, you got to tell me what you bring to the table. This is serious. This is dead serious. I'm not joking with this. So, if you take it loosely, I'm not even going to pay it any mind. I'm looking for serious women, serious Black women. I mean, serious, focused. I'm not looking for opportunists, social network groupies, okay? Hotep whores. I'm not looking for none of that. I'm looking for serious queens who want to build with a serious king. I'm not putting serious queens who want to build with a serious king. I got to be careful who I put in front of them boys at that school. And that woman is going to have to be able to resist all the negative energy and hate and jealousy she's going to get. Because when I finally choose my queen and I say, this is Dr. Umar's queen, a lot of other women, you know how we are with crabs in a barrel. You know how we are with the jealousy. They're going to come at her and try to attack her. And she got to be strong enough to ignore that and keep on moving. All right? That's how we move. Tap in. Who got a question? Tap in. No, I'm not saying my Hotep sisters is whores now. I want to be clear. Most of them are not. Okay? But you do got a couple dashiki dingaling queens out there. So you got to be careful. You do got a couple dashiki dingaling queens. And what I've learned in my time in the conscious community, which has been 20 years now, 10 years on the global scale, but 20 years overall, a lot of the sisters in the conscious community, and I'm just freelancing here, but a lot of sisters in the conscious community, they don't care what type of man they get as long as he's well known. Like I've had to learn this. A lot of sisters in the conscious community, they don't have a certain type of man they want. Like they don't want a man necessarily who's for Africa or who's for the children or who wants to build a school. They want somebody with a social network presence. That's what they want. Some women just want a man with a social network presence. They don't care who you is. You could be a hustler. You could be a con artist. You could be a pimp. It don't matter. They just want you to be well known. If you're well known, they'll take you. And I've learned that. So as I look for my queen, I got to be very careful because I don't want no woman who just wants somebody who everybody know. I don't want that. You got some women, they just drawn to that. They just want to be in the spotlight. I'm not looking for that. You know what I mean? So I got to take my time, because sisters will become anything you want them to be. I've learned that too. Sisters can really make themselves appear to be just what you want until you really get to know who they are. You understand? So I've learned, trust me, I've learned. I have really learned. These 20 years have prepared me for the FDMG Academy. By the way, a lot of good resumes. A lot of good resumes for FDMG. A lot of good resumes for FDMG. I got some real good people. It's going to be hard to choose who's going to be working at the school, and that's a good thing. It's going to be hard to choose who's going to be working at the school, and that's a good thing. Okay, so the resumes coming in, keep them coming in. But I'm telling y'all right now, and I'm being honest, FDMG is going to be a machine. Just like Booker T. Washington had the Tuskegee machine, we're going to have the FDMG machine. I don't hate white women. I don't hate any woman. I don't hate any man. I don't hate nobody. I do not hate white women. You don't understand me. You need to go watch some of my interviews on interracial relationships. I oppose interracial marriage because I am loyal and dedicated to African women, and I am loyal and dedicated to the survival of the African family. I am loyal and dedicated to the survival of the African family. So I oppose the snow bunny crisis, which is caused by the snow bunny virus. I have nothing against the white woman. I respect her like I respect any human being, but I am unapologetically loyal to the black woman, and I want all my sisters to be married, and that's not going to happen if an already dismally small pool of available black males keep running out catching that snow bunny virus. So I am not against her. I am for us. Please don't misrepresent what I stand for. I don't mind if you disagree with me. I don't mind if you disagree with me, okay? But please disagree with me for what I believe in and what I stand for, not for what you erroneously attribute to me, okay? I've never caught the snow bunny virus, and I never will. I've never caught anybody. The Asian virus, the Mexican virus, the Arab virus, I ain't caught. Only virus I got is the African queen flu, and I love that virus. I got the African queen flu, okay? I got the African queen's pneumonia. That's what I got, and I love it. I love it butter almond. I love it butter pecan. I love it sweet brown sugar. I love it hot peanut butter. I love it in lemon. You understand me? I love it in pina colada. Okay? I love the African woman's flu. You understand me? The only shrine that I will serve, the only shrine that I will kneel to, is the shrine of the African woman. That is it for me. And I need all my brothers to make the same pledge that I'm making. I need all African males to make the same pledge that I'm making. No woman except the black woman. No woman except the black woman. You understand me? Okay. I'm not knocking nobody else. I'm telling you what I'm about. You can live your life however you want to live your life. But at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, they are already going to know from the gate, you cannot call yourself a black man unless you with a black woman. That's it. You can be single, but when you decide to settle down and your queen didn't incarnate from your ancestors, you chose a queen from somebody else's ancestors? No, you don't choose a queen from someone else's ancestors. Your queen should only come from African ancestors. Why do I want to procreate with somebody else's ancestors? Why do I want to do that? Why do I want to help my oppressor rebirth himself in my family? Why do I want to help my oppressor rebirth himself in my family? No disrespect to nobody. I'm not into that. School gonna be off the hook. FDMG gonna be off the hook. We're gonna be camping, fishing, hunting. Send your resumes in. FDMG resumes at Gmail. FDMG resumes at Gmail. Biracial is African. I don't discriminate. Biracial is African. I don't discriminate. If the brother got an African mom or African father, that's my brother. If the sister got an African mom or African father, that's my sister. I have no problem marrying a mixed race sister. I have no problem marrying a mixed race sister. We don't have them problems in the Pan-African movement. Martin Delaney, the grandfather of Pan-Africanism, was married to a mixed race sister. That's no issue for me. No issue here. But of course, I'm gonna have two queens, and they can't be the same complexion. That's the other thing. The queens cannot be the same complexion. So you might have a butter almond and a butter pecan. You may have a sweet brown sugar, and you may have hot honey. You might have a pina colada and a chocolate fudge, but they can't be the same complexion. Because if they the same complexion, I will get accused of being a light